Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel that is Science Unlocked, and we are now going to move to the next part of the topic soil and rocks. Now over here we are going to look into the topic that is based on soil erosion. Now what exactly soil erosion means? Now the term erosion simply means removal of any particular layer, or we can say scratching of a particular layer of anything. But if we have added the term soil over here, or you can say along with it, then it simply means we are talking about the removal of the topmost layer of the soil. Now this particular topmost layer is the most fertile soil. That is why we are looking into this particular concept, because removal of this particular layer will going to lead to lots and lots of negative impact on the nature. So first of all, we'll look into this thing, that what are the major reasons with which soil erosion is done, because there are different agents because of which the process of soil erosion is observed in nature, whereas there are certain ways with which we can conserve, or you can say prevent, the whole soil that we have. Now what exactly is the concept of soil erosion over here, that why exactly is the problem over here? If this particular top layer is going to be removed, that it will going to make the particular land infertile, because what is happening is the top fertile layer is being removed. Now this term fertile simply means something which has the capability of producing something or generating something. Here, with reference to soil, this whole process is related with the growth and development of different kinds of plants. As we all know, that it is very important to have a proper quality soil if we want to grow quality kind of plants. So soil erosion will going to have direct impact on the growth of plants, and none of us will going to say this thing that plants are not important to us. We all know that plants are very important to us, and their role in our survival cannot be replaced. That is why we are looking into this particular concept of soil erosion. So now the question comes, that what are the different agents or ways with which the process of soil erosion will going to takes place. So we have over here four basic agents because of which the process of soil erosion is observed in nature. So these are, first of all, wind, then we have rain or water, then we have river, which is again a type of, or you can say a form of water only. Then the next category is human beings. So over here you can say that rain and river are the same thing. Water? No. Over here the sources from which this water is coming, or the form in which the water is coming, is different. That is why they have two different names over here, or we can say that we have differentiated between them as two different agents. So the very first thing that we are looking into is water as the agent, where we will be looking into the different forms collectively, that how water is acting as an agent of soil erosion. Now the major ways with which the water will going to act as an agent is either because of the running or flowing water. It can be because of the heavy flow because of the flooding condition, and it can be the condition because of the heavy rain, where the overflowing of water and overflowing of rivers will be observed. Now what exactly will going to happen in all the three categories, that is whether we talk about running water, whether we talk about the movement of water because of flood or because of rain, in all the three cases it will always going to be the scenario where soil from a particular area will be collected along with this flowing water and will be deposited to a particular area. Now this simply means that the area from where the particular soil has been collected or being carried off, that particular area will going to become infertile. Now, we might think that the particular soil which will going to be deposited at the other place can be used as a fertile land or an area, but that is not possible, because over here the soil will be deposited in a collected manner and not going to be spreaded evenly in that particular area, because of which even after being the fertile soil, it won't act as a fertile soil and will not be helping in the growth of plants. That is why all the three factors mentioned over here will going to lead to the problem of soil erosion. And one more factor which is observed in case of running water is the cutting down of soil from the embankment of the particular water body. Now, the area which is going to be the periphery of the, or you can say the boundary of the river, will going to have some amount of soil over here which will going to eventually be cutted because of the, or you can say removed because of the movement of flowing water, which also acts as the soil erosion phenomena. Now, the next thing is the wind as soil erosion, where the strong winds will going to have the ability to remove a particular layer of soil and taking it to some other place. Then comes the factor of human beings as the agent of soil erosion. But over here, we will observe that human beings are not directly acting as the agent, but it is the activity of the human being which is resulting into this soil erosion phenomena. And the various activities are deforestation, overgrazing, and use of agrochemicals. Now, the very first activity which we have is deforestation, which is the activity where a huge amount of trees will be removed and a huge amount of plants will be removed from an area, so that we can either create space for more and more agricultural products, or maybe for the like we are cutting down the trees so that we can utilize them for fulfilling the requirements of human beings. So over here human beings are not directly doing it, but the activities which are required by the human beings will going to lead to the phenomena of particular process of soil erosion. Now, the next problem that we are going to observe because of deforestation and its utilization of that particular land in the agricultural production will be the change which will going to take lots and lots of time. The particular land which has produced lots and lots of trees till now is now being allowed to produce such kind of products which are a part of the agricultural process. So this change is going to be critical change for that particular soil, which will going to lead to some amount of soil erosion, which is again some sort of loss to us as well as to the nature. Now, the next category is the overgrazing process. Now, in this particular process, it is the phenomena where the particular farmers will going to go for the grazing of their cattles in a particular land again and again over a period of time, which will eventually going to affect the water holding capacity as well as will going to impact the microorganisms which should be present in the soil. Eventually both the things, the impact on the water holding capacity of the land, the effect on the presence of soil microorganisms, and also the process of grazing again and again at a particular area will going to create tension and stress for that particular land for growing more and more trees. Eventually the particular land will going to lose its fertility and will become infertile in nature, which will going to eventually make the particular area and that particular land prone to the phenomena of soil erosion. That is how the process of overgrazing will going to lead to the phenomena of soil erosion. Now, the last but not least category is the human activity where the agrochemicals are used. These are basically the chemicals which will be utilized for the better production of like agricultural products or the products that we are getting out of the agricultural activities. For example, fertilizers, pesticides. Now what happens is these different kinds of chemicals will definitely going to help us in the better production of final product and yield, but eventually in long run it will going to disturb the overall soil composition and will going to disturb the presence of microorganisms, because of which eventually the soil will become infertile and will become non-responsive to the external agents which we are providing to the soil so that it can improve its fertility and improve its production. Ultimately what will happen, it will lead to the phenomena of soil erosion. So these are the various ways with which the phenomena of soil erosion will be observed at a higher rate. So definitely we need to now look into the different ways with which we can prevent this phenomena and conserve our soil. That we will take up in the next session. So till then, take care everyone, and keep learning.